The fuck?
Okay, let's get some silence and shut the fuck up. All right, hang on.
And so, and they're banging in the pool. There's a fucking orgy going on in the pool. Gotta clean the pool.
Yeah. If the movie has any redeeming quality whatsoever, it's his fucking role. Crapulé.
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 This whole story is crapulé.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 24.
24.
Season 4 of What the Suck. I'm your host, Chris, and joining me across the way, as always, is James. What's up, James?
What's up, my brother? What's happening? What's up, peoples?
Not much, man. Getting closer to Christmas, getting excited. A lot of fun. It's getting cold finally again, so I'm looking forward to that. What I'm not excited about was my pick for this week's movie because it was, shall I say, oh dear.
Oh dear or odor?
Oh damn is what I'm
Oh
like.
damn.
So tonight we are going to review, or this week, this episode, whatever you fucking want to call it, we're going to review 2022's Weredeer. That's right, you heard that right. Weredeer.
Weredeer.
Weredeer. So the synopsis for this film is as such. Max and his girlfriend Hannah travel to the backwoods to spend Christmas with Max's eclectic family. When Hannah gets bitten by a deer, you just heard that right, a deer. Strange things begin to occur when the moon is full. I will say that this whole movie takes place in one night, so it doesn't matter. The moon is full that one night.
One night, one camera.
One night, one camera.
No script.
1 hour, probably. All right, so let's get. There's not a lot about this film out there, but let's go over the cast real quick. There's not a lot of people, so I'm going to name them all.
You might as well. It's like 7 of them.
Okay, first we got directed by Andrew Dyson, written by T.C. DeWitt.
Nice try, TC.
Also, looks like it's written by Andrew Dyson or co-written in Blair Hoyle.
I like there's like a space between it when you look at the credits. It's like they're trying to distance themselves from this fool.
We kind of did, but we don't want to know. Yeah. Cast is Anna Broadway as Hannah, Tierney Lee Cody as Marlene, Blair Hoyle, Max. So Max is one of the persons who co-wrote this. Katie King as Willadane. John Lineberry as Vernon, Ian F. Scott as Josh, Tyler Stafford as Bobby Kyle.
Bobby. That boy ain't right.
No, he's not. Jordan Tracy as JC. That's the stalker chick.
My favorite character. He's like third from the bottom. Shit.
And Taylor Upchurch is Dustin, and Kelsey Willard is Harley. And that is all the motherfuckers in this movie. Let's do a quick little.
I think I like Bobby because he's actually fatter than me.
He's a big, tall, dopey motherfucker. I was kind of hoping they would have some information on the makeup department, but no. And we'll get to why later on. So,
and you know what? They need to get some credit.
Yeah,
because the makeup person they
did what they could.
As goofy as it was, they pulled it off.
I mean, I wish I could find a budget on this motherfucker. I'm sure it'd be like $25, but I couldn't find that. What I could find is that they filmed in West Union, South Carolina. That's Bobby Kyle's cabin is over on County Junction Road in West Union, South Carolina.
And that's pretty much it. Cabins and I think the woods behind it was all they used.
Released.
We need to do this. Okay, one of these days we're just going to have to make an indie film and try to get that shit published.
I mean, we are out in the middle of the woods. So
we can do as good as these bozos.
You got that cabin we can use as a haunted place, as a home base or whatever. We can film in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so release dates originally February 22nd, 2022. I guess it was on like physical copy. It was released on the internet. It just says fucking internet.
Released to the internet. That means it was probably stolen and dropped.
It's what do you call it? A bootleg. And then it was shown in the Stranger Days Independent Film Festival this month, 5 days ago. December of this year.
Holy shit.
5 days ago, it was in that film festival. So there you go. And that is it for everything.
That's crazy because we watched it, 3 days ago?
Yeah,
4 days ago?
I think we watched it the day it was put up, probably, I think it was on the 10th.
And we didn't even know. We
Did not
used
even know.
the Force.
We used the Force and forced that motherfucker in there.
Nope.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead and get into the review then, because there's not much else in this movie.
Nope.
Okay.
There's a reason I left this place and never looked back.
Well, we're going back now.
Get over here, man, you look exactly the same.
So do you.
Max! Hey, Max!
Max! I swear this family tree doesn't work.
Max, they're so sweet. They're trying. Maybe you should too.
Eggnog beer would be a total hit around the holidays.
You're friendly, dear? Shouldn't we be in the North Pole?
Anna, are you out here?
You sit the fuck down!
Don't forget about them wolves.
Okay, I'm looking at the cover, and the cover looks fucking evil,
Yeah.
but the actual costume looks like a little stuffed animal.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to bring up was the makeup department. I wanted to find out who it was because they did the bare minimum.
Yes.
They did the opposite of Deadpool, which is maximum effort. They did minimum effort.
Yep.
Now they probably were limited by budget, what they had. So the costume for Hannah is basically what she wore in the entire film, which
Yeah.
is a long sleeve, kind of frumpy beige sweater.
Yep.
And jeans.
Yep.
So then when she transforms, they get some oversized hooves with some brown fur, put those on her hands, and then they go just below the sleeves of her shirt so you can't see anything else. Then they put a bald cap on her.
Yep.
Okay. Then they put this sort of fawn looking type makeup on her where it's like a gray with like some brown in it with some spots for the deer. And then they don't even do like any extended nose like a werewolf. It's just they paint the nose black like a deer's fucking nose. Okay. And then they put these tiny ass fucking horns on her head.
Yep.
And in comparison, the picture, which looks so much cooler, is
Well, first of all, the one in the picture has like 4 or 5 sprawling horns. The other one, all she's got is 2 little nubs.
and he looks evil, and he's got sharp teeth, and he's got these weird ass ears.
And it does look like a he.
It does look like a he. It does. Yeah.
It does.
It looks like a he. It looks like it's actually, and there's another thing there that we don't get from this movie is there's snow in this picture, in this drawing. There's no snow. It was like
Ain't
filmed.
no fucking snow.
It was filmed in April, even though it's supposed to be Christmas. And yeah, that's why we picked it also because it is a Christmas themed movie.
Yep.
They go spend Christmas with his family. So, but yeah, that's why I wanted to know about the deer or the makeup department, because I want to know what exactly they had to work with and what went into the creation of said Weredeer. But
Hannah the killer Weredeer had a pretty nice little ass.
and if you ever saw her, she was gonna whoop your ass.
There you go.
Yeah, I rhyme ass with ass, so what? Get over it. Okay, so we start off. We are in the woods with the Nutcracker Suite going.
Of course.
Of course, I mean they use all of the non-copyright free music they could get that was Christmas themed. That's all it is in the movie. Is
Free shit.
It's all the free copyright.
Like you said, the budget was probably like $37.
And they paid nothing for music, so that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. We get 2 guys in the woods. They're talking behind this fallen tree.
Yeah, who I call Lenny and George.
Yeah, because
You
Lenny.
got big dumb idiot and then the short, smaller smart one.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and the smaller smart one, Lenny. He's there to hunt, and he brought his friend George, who doesn't really want to go, but he went anyway. I don't know why he fucking went, but George they're hiding behind this fallen tree, and George is spending his time decorating the fallen tree with ornaments because he brought fucking decorations, and he tells Lenny, I don't know what the fucking real names are, I don't care because they last but like 2 minutes, but he's like, you know, he'd rather be at home with his wife decorating and getting ready for Christmas, and he's like, nah, fuck that, you gotta be a man, you gotta come out here and hunt a deer and kill deer and all that shit.
You know, that's true, but the thing is, I was sitting there, this motherfucker's married.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I said. Somebody married this motherfucker?
And you're like, wait. I thought we were watching horror, not science fiction, because that shit ain't real. But yeah, so he's in the Christmas spirit. The other one just wants to hunt. And then at one point, George busts out this Santa camo hat, camouflage Santa hat. And he puts it on, and Lenny takes it off and looks at it, and then throws it in the fucking woods.
Yep.
And then
what do you do that for?
Yeah, George is like, what do you do that for? That's 98% satin hat.
That's right.
And Lenny's like, well, you think you 100% pussy ass bitch.
That's
so then one of them goes off to pee, and they're killed off screen by what? We don't know. Then shortly
Could it
after,
be the Weredeer?
Shortly after, same guy off, same thing, other guy off screen. We don't fucking know. Like I said, the last 2 minutes. Fucking title of the movie, bam.
That's it.
Yeah,
but yeah. No, doesn't count though. Off-screen shit don't count.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not no blood or anything. Just completely black.
I think there was a little bit of blood on them, but that wasn't much. But yeah, they were gone.
So the cool thing I like about the intro is that it's, you know, it's a black screen, but it's got little images or little videos playing of like different people's Christmases from like the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
As I called it, the Walton family Christmas meets South Park, meets the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, and they've got some crazy like rock Christmas music going in the background.
That's right.
So that part was cool because it was I like seeing all the 50s home movies of people getting dumb shit.
Yep.
Then we cut to Max and Hannah, and they're driving.
Yep.
They're driving to visit his family. And there's about, I don't know what, 2-3 minutes of just them talking about the whole situation.
Talking with intermittent drone footage.
Yes.
We actually get some drone footage.
And if you care,
I think that's the new thing.
It is. Because everybody can get a drone at some point, and then they can get some nice establishing or some nice wide shots, you know, or some nice...
for like no money.
Right. Just got to download off the
For
drone.
the cost of a quick battery charge.
For the one-time investment of buying the drone, and that's it. But they're just talking about how Max doesn't want to go back to see his family. He's been gone for a while because they're so fucking backwoods, and he just doesn't want to. You know, Hannah hasn't met him. She wants to meet him, but he's like, no, I don't want to. But then they pull up to the house, and the first person they meet, I think, is James's favorite person,
Bobby.
You got Bobby Kyle. He's on the porch. He's on the porch, and he comes up and meets him, and there's more fucking talking about what? I don't give a shit. Then he goes inside. He meets the rest of the family, and they're all like stereotypes of like deep South people.
Of course.
Yeah. Except that you do have...
Well, you know, I got 3 words for you.
Okay.
This was Bobby. You know, he says, I got 3 words. Eggnog beer. It's the first thing he said.
God.
He said, you got to kill the pain. You know, you got to have some eggnog beer.
And some beer. It looked fucking disgusting.
But it's hilarious because Bobby's literally one of those guys. He's built like a Grimace.
Yes.
He looks like fucking Grimace.
He does.
You know, I'm big too, but I ain't that big.
No,
he was funny as shit.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, his characters go. He was the most entertaining one to me because he was one to talk about shit.
He definitely was the most entertaining. Yeah. So then they're talking blah blah blah, and we meet, I guess, his sister and her girlfriend.
How do you like that, folks? That is a professional fucking
podcaster.
That's
right.
Blah blah blah.
Blah.
I love
blah.
it. I fucking love it.
If you need to go back and listen to the episodes and count how many times we say blah blah blah. I bet you it's at least 15, 20 times per season.
And probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because there are times when you have no words.
You have nothing.
So a blah 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 is the perfect interjection.
Yeah. So because Max was the last one there, he gets the bitch duty, which is to go chop firewood. But
bitch duty.
Bobby Kyle goes with him because Bobby Kyle's just, I don't know, whatever. So he and Bobby Kyle are out in the woods.
That boy ain't right.
Yeah, and he's chopping wood while Bobby Kyle is talking about some bullshit. And then Bobby Kyle takes off to go hunt for wolves, he says. And then Max starts walking. Hannah comes over and starts talking to him, and then Hannah leaves, and then Max starts to walk towards her No, Henna doesn't come by. I'm trying to remember. So he's walking down a trail, and then that's when JC jumps out of the woods for a fucking jump scare.
Yeah.
JC is the girl who lives in the house in the next property.
Yep.
That was a friend of his growing up. And now he's back, but you can tell obviously she wants to be more than friends.
He was her. She was his Jenny.
Jenny is my
Jenny.
So but then Hannah comes by and meets JC, and then they talk, and then she goes out for a walk, and she comes upon a deer that has these weird red bloodshot eyes. And then she goes to offer a granola bar because she's a fucking hippie bitch. And
what do you not do when you're out in the forest? You never feed a
Wild
red-eyed, crazy-ass
you
deer.
just don't feed wild animals, period. No, because then they're going to come
They
back
don't
to your,
need you.
they're going to come back to your campsite and try to look for more food.
So, but anyway, low-rent Silverstone, as I call her.
Yeah, she is. She looks like a 90s
a
Alicia
very
Silverstone.
low-rent Alicia Silverstone gets bit by a plastic fucking decoy.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because it goes kind of like
It's
in
like
a Jim Carrey fashion.
It's like a quick shot of the deer head, and it's so obviously you see the deer, her feeding, it's a real deer or whatever that she's looking at, and then when it cuts to being fed, it's obvious like this plastic lawn ornament that they do a quick like in and out towards her hand, and she gets bit, and that's it. And she's like, well, that's peculiar. I got bit.
Jeez,
That's peculiar. And then she goes back to the house. She goes back to the house, and they sit down for a classic redneck dinner of pizza on paper plates and Natty Light.
Shit, yeah.
Merry fucking Christmas, bitches. Yeehaw! Hannah
Hey, that's deluxe buffet right there.
couldn't even break out the good china, had to break out the paper plates.
Yep.
So Hannah goes to the bedroom and she starts to change.
Literally, bump. Because it takes literally 35 minutes. I have it in my notes here. It took 35 minutes of an hour and four. What is it? Hour and
like 5 minutes. Yeah, something like that.
So it took more than half of it for us to finally get the change.
Yeah, and so we get. This is what we talked about earlier. We get these comically large hooves, with fur, brown fur.
And you don't even get like a struggle or anything. You don't get
You don't get that. That
you don't get the standard 10 minutes of changing time to haul ass and run from the monster like
you don't get
you do in a standard werewolf movie.
American Werewolf in London 25-minute Academy Award winning transformation scene. You get
you can't beat that.
2 seconds. You get 2 seconds. Hold on. Mina, get up there. We're not playing. Get up. Get. Keeps bringing out your damn toys. You're not gonna play. Not yet. Okay. But yeah, and then her face changes, and we both laughed like out loud. Literally, when we saw her face. It was the most ridiculous fucking thing.
She looked like the most harmless monster ever.
Yeah, it's all makeup, no prosthetics, except for the horns, but like no, like I said, elongated face, none of that shit.
Sebastian the crab was more threatening.
Yes, he was. Yes. She takes off. They all go looking for her.
Yep, troops are deployed, and then the MILF mama.
Oh,
the hillbilly mama sitting there,
yeah,
with some big old knockers and super tight ass jeans, looks around like she's gonna hit the pipe. So everybody else is gone. I'm gonna get high.
Well, anyway, we cut to 41. Oh.
See,
I said it.
Yeah, you damn sure did.
41:15, we get our first kill when Eugene gets a hoof right to the throat.
I call it the Miyagi death punch.
And that
4.
And that is
Kill 1.
Hang on.
Kill 1.
Kill 1.
All right, and then Bobby, Max, and JC find him and head back to the house to get weapons, whatever. And then when they're in the house, he goes back to the room and Hannah's there, but Hannah's changed back to normal.
All of a sudden, for no reason.
For no reason. She's back to normal.
See now this is weird because the moon comes out, she changes.
Yeah.
But then the moon is still up. It's still dark, and she changed back to herself. Going indoors does not affect that.
And the first time she changed, she just went to the bedroom to just sit down, lay down, or whatever. She was just in there and she changed. This time when she's in there, he and her are talking. She starts getting freaky. Starts to try to make out with him. And then she changes. So there's no consistent like her emotions have nothing to do with it. Obviously.
Yep. So there were no RTs.
No.
Movie could have used them.
Oh my god.
Movie could have used them.
Yeah.
There were no RTs. I call it almost sex, followed by the most non-violent, weird thing change ever.
Right. Then
she basically changes and doesn't do shit.
Well, and she disappears again. They go looking for her again, and then we cut to Max, not Max. We cut to, I don't know who it was. I think it was somebody. Who was that? Was it Vernon? I think it was Vernon. He comes upon the couple. Brangeline, what's the fuck her name was? Jen Lane, whatever her name was.
Jen Lane.
The two of them are in the truck making out, and again, another time you could have RTs. No RTs.
Nope.
Vernon's spying on them, but then.
Vernon's a perv.
One of them thinks they see something. The other one goes outside, and while she's outside showing her something happened, the Weredeer comes up, and at 49 even, Lesbo 1, as I put it, gets trampled to death. She throws her on the ground, and
I called her roadkill, literally.
Just tramples her,
reverse
just steps on her.
It's the funniest thing because it's like she's playing patty cake.
Yeah, on her
but yet
chest.
there's blood flying.
4.
Kill 2.
Now, I just got to say that we have, I think, 2 more kills, but it doesn't fucking matter because from this point on...
There's literally 14 minutes left in the movie at this point.
But in this point on, there's no variety in the kills. The next 2 kills that she does are the same fucking thing, just trampled to death, which I'm like, you could have got so much more. You didn't even use the fucking antlers.
Yeah.
You could use the antlers
that would
gouge someone's eyes out.
But at 49:40, I'll go ahead and carry this one. 49:40, we get...
Kill 3.
Because the bitch just sat there in a running ass truck.
The one in the truck, yeah, she sat there in the truck
with a closed door.
Didn't lock the door. And then when the Weredeer came to the truck using its giant hooves, it opened the door.
It actually, man, it had opposable. I guess it had an opposable thumb hidden there somewhere.
It's fucking smarter than the raptors from Jurassic Park. Talk about clever girl.
But then inside the truck, you see the padding and the death, and it's so stupid.
Yeah. So we cut to Vernon going back and confronting Max. Then he drags Max out of the house as bait. Deer shows up, and at 52:40, Vernon once again 4.
Kill 4.
Gets trampled to death.
Got no guts, I called it.
No guts, and then that's the last kill. So, what the fuck do I have here? Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So then,
now here's the thing, though. After that, the Weredeer actually goes up to the house and knocks on the fucking door.
Oh yeah. And
I'm like,
because they all run back inside.
Yeah.
After
they
Vernon
haul
gets
ass. She goes and she knocks on the door. She doesn't attack, doesn't knock the door down. She knocks on it politely. Open the door so I can kill y'all, please.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
And as they're arguing, Marlene goes all crazy and shit and runs outside.
And she gets whacked off the front line. I mean, she's off screen. Doesn't count, unfortunately. And then our boy Bobby, he goes out to the yard to try to defend Marlene, but that's too late. So he gets in a fight with the Weredeer, and he gets his ass whooped.
I think when he went outside to confront her and the deer showed up, I swear I heard someone off screen say, "Sweep the leg, Johnny."
No shit.
So he got his ass whooped.
But the thing is, the dude's like 6'3", 6'4". He's a big
guy.
sumbitching dude, like 400 plus pounds. Gets his ass kicked by a little 5'2", 100-pound Weredeer
with 1-inch antlers.
But I don't know what's worse, that or the bitch standing 10 feet away from Bobby getting his ass whooped with a shotgun.
Not shooting.
And doesn't do a fucking thing.
Yeah, we're talking about JC. JC
just stands there.
JC has a shotgun. She doesn't fire on him. At one point she professes that she loves Max, and then is like talking to him and right next to him. And then Hannah, the Weredeer runs in, bites Max on the hand.
Yep.
And then goes and kills JC. Actually, because there's 5 kills. At 1:03:10, JC gets stomped to death. 4.
Kill 5.
And then Bobby all of a sudden comes out.
Yeah, because we thought at a minute 2 he was gone, because he was like gutted and bleeding,
right,
and shit. And we thought he was done. And I said, "Oh, that boy's not right." And I said, "He's dead."
But he's not.
But
he comes
we got
back.
a surprise. He comes back.
Another subplot they put in the movie is that they're talking because Bobby is a aficionado or fan, at least, of all things weird. So he likes to talk about werewolves, UFOs, all that kinds of shit. And so like at one point they're trying to figure out, how do you kill a weredeer? And he's like, well, you kill werewolf with silver bullets, vampires with stakes. He's like, so maybe you kill a weredeer with something Christmas. And so what he does is he grabs a Santa statue and goes outside and beats Hannah with it and then beats her until her skull gets fucking separated. Like
basically, Negan's her ass. With a fucking Santa statue.
Yeah,
and her head's like all plastered out and shit.
But you don't see it actually happen. You see the aftermath. You don't see him actually like cracking her head open. You see the aftermath, and then the last scene is Bobby laying on the ground next to the Weredeer, next to Max, and Max is getting ready to change. And then
Max all of a sudden he starts to make these weird faces, and then we get this weird ass metal Christmas music,
and that's
the credits.
Now I do want to say something.
Now I do like this though. It was short and sweet.
It was very short
for shit. It was a shit.
I don't know about sweet, but it was definitely very short. Now I do want to say something. There is another movie coming out this year called Curse of the Weredeer. Has nothing to do with this movie, but it's just weird that this year we get two Weredeer movies about people going back to a small town, a southern small town, getting bitten by a deer and turning into a weredeer. So
if you said my girl's in it, I might have to watch it.
Yeah, Nadia White's in it. It's a Lloyd Kaufman film, so it's going to have a lot of titties.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, so that's it. This was my pick. James, what do you got? Don't. Okay, that's another thing. Go back to each episode and count how many times we both say.
Now, see what it was. I'm gonna leave it up to you to tell me. To tell the people what you said would have pushed it over the top for you.
Oh, but yeah, I forgot about that. We were talking about this during the movie. But go ahead.
This one here, I say flat out, I'm just going to give it a black turd.
Okay.
This is a must watch. I'm sorry. It might be a black turd. It's a little on the lesser end, of course, but it's a must watch because it's just that stupid.
Okay.
And funny. People have to witness this ignorance.
Okay.
I mean, it's not brown or gold turd good, but I'm going to tell you what, it's worth, like I said, it's worth at least one watch.
Okay.
The acting was better than a lot of shitty movies at that level, but the story really had no point. And the script was weird.
Yeah.
But like I said, it probably could have been done a little better, but it was a high school project-ish.
And again, I couldn't find the budget, so we don't know what they had to work with.
There was no budget.
Yeah, there was no budget. It was whatever they had in their pockets.
But that's what I'm doing with it, man. A black turd.
Black turd, okay.
So yeah, I recommend definitely got to see it.
Okay.
At least once.
I'm going to go red turd.
Oh boy. Damn, you're mean.
I mean, I really feel like you can just look up the best parts of this. What are you looking at?
Gold elephant.
Oh.
Come on, Putu. Mufasa.
I really feel like you can just Google the best clips of this on YouTube and watch those short little clips because there's so much, there's so little that actually happens that's interesting. The rest is just fucking filler that it might not even be worth the one watch on as a red turd. But at least watch whatever parts of it, watch the from what is it, 35 minutes on.
Yeah.
Watch 35 minutes on when she turns. Other than that, it's a simple setup. You don't have anything elaborate to worry about. But we had both talked about this during the movie, and it was getting, I think, near the 50-minute mark. And we were like, okay. I said, you know what? If this movie ends like I'm hoping it ends, even with all the problems it has and how bored I am, I will gold turd it. And that is if one of them, Bobby, Max, whoever, ends up killing her and then mounting her fucking head on the wall
next to the other deer or whatever.
It cuts to a scene of them having a party, and then you see her head on the wall.
Her head is on the fucking wall.
If they had done that, fucking gold turd.
Honorary gold turd, because that would have done it.
Yes, because
that one moment alone would have put it over the top, just because of how funny it would have been.
You have something as odd as Weredeer with a family that hunts. And
missed opportunity there, pal. So if you do a sequel, you might want to consider it.
You don't do it. It's like fucking come on, but they did do it. And then the way they ended with Max getting ready to change is like they're trying to leave for a sequel baiting, and I fucking hate that. I hate that shit. Just make a movie. Don't make a movie to make another movie. Make a fucking movie to make a movie.
Yep.
Because So red turd. That's how it's going for me. So
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, fair enough.
All right. Well, why don't you tell the folks where they could find more information on us, James?
Well, my friend, we are of course on the Three Evil. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Although I think we might get off Twitter because that's just going downhill.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay. If it's free, I'm going to stay there. Fuck it.
Oh,
maybe one person will see it. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah, true.
Of course, we have a Patreon page. If you'd like to support the show, it's dirt cheap, $7. It's a 1-level jump scare is what we call it.
Yep.
www.patreon.com/whatthesuck, all one word. We have the Buy Me a Coffee. I don't know where that site is, but
I think all the links should be on the social media pages.
Yes,
I think
they are.
So, yeah.
The link tree is up there.
The link tree, yeah. You find everything there.
And, of course, we're on YouTube as well.
Yep.
He's catching up, bless his heart. It's
a
lot of work.
To catch up. We got so many
lot of work.
episodes. Yeah,
There's a lot of episodes to catch up, but there are a lot up there. We do have the YouTube channel, so if you could like and subscribe, you don't have to hit that notification bell like everybody tells you to do, because we don't give a shit.
Just subscribe.
We just have the subscription that'll help us.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that,
that's
good luck. But we're everywhere.
Well,
we're just everywhere you listen. So
we got 2 more episodes left this season.
Is it 2 more?
2 more. That's it. And one of them was a Christmas episode.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take a little break, and then we have something different coming for season 5. I'm kind of excited about it.
Yep.
We're gonna work on it and get it perfected. But season 5 is gonna be different. It's gonna be fun. And also, I think we can go ahead and let them know that not only will season 5 be a little bit of a different type of show.
Yes.
It's still gonna be free. Don't worry, guys. It's still free. So it's still out there, but it's gonna be a little bit different. Season 5.
Yep.
Episode 1 will be our 100th episode.
Yes, it will.
100 fucking movies.
Yes.
Pieces of fucking garbage.
And the sad thing is, we haven't even scraped the surface.
Oh my gosh, there's like every time we go to pick one, the one we pick ends up being one that we scroll through fucking 45 other movies to get to the one.
Yeah. And tons of titles.
So and with Weredeer came out this fucking year.
Yep.
They keep fucking making more. So we'll
never catch up.
We'll have like 85 fucking seasons before we'll probably be in a nursing home.
Now, if 8,000 people out there go to Patreon and support us, we'll sit there and do an episode or 2 a day. I'll just start watching movies and kicking them out. We'll do it as for a living.
We're gonna be so dumb by the time it ends, though, because all we're doing is watching shit that rots our brain, literal brain rotting shit.
Hey, for $49K a month, I'd smile, man. I'd be hell yeah, I'll do it. 8,000, oh my God. Just 8,000 people. Is that too much to ask?
8,000. Friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Before you know it, bam, done. All right, guys. But yeah, so 100 episodes. So we're going to have some special going on for that. So, keep an eye out for that, for more information on that coming later on. So until then, I'm Chris, and I will see y'all at the next Suckfest.
And this is James. And if it ain't on What the Suck, it ain't shit.